Hey, that is actually hello and welcome to another stream. Slightly modified layout. That was actually different. I've just basically moved my rig to the left, my left, and you get a better view here. Face. Yeah, that looks sick. Yo, Stoic Penguin, how are you doing? Just a quick vlog, just to give an update for the sake of intro slides. Yeah, it did say bump and grind. How you doing, Dan? So the plan. Well, actually, no. What did I do today? Today I bloody spent several hours updating my rig. I basically... So the problem was with all these new amps and bloody power supplies that are connected to make the shakers work, they were previously sitting on the carpet, on the floor. And so anytime I needed to move my rig, because it's on wheels, I had to make sure that my wheels didn't run over any of the cables and any of that kind of stuff. So basically what I've done today is I've added a floor, right? So I added a floor to the rig, and that way I can put all the stuff on the floor of the rig, like all the things, the amps, the power supplies, and extra cables and whatever. And I also added an artificial floor to my rig as well. Not currently fixed. No worries, Dan. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, definitely do your rig. And CEO of COVID-19. Thanks for the follow. I hope you get stuff, sort out this COVID stuff, man. Get it done. Or undone. So yeah, now I've got... Rig. Alright, so now if you look at the floor, see now there's this floor, like an artificial floor to the actual rig, which is cool. I like it. Because previously I just if I put my foot on the floor of the rig, it was the carpet. I had this Fred Flintstone kind of thing going on where I could literally move the rig by, using my legs to pull myself along the carpet. But now there's no more, because I needed the floor, artificial floor, to cover the stuff that's underneath, which is all the amps and all that kind of stuff. So now it actually feels like the inside of a car a little bit. I might see if I can get my hands on some carpet and maybe carpet that, or maybe, yeah, anyway. No, maybe not carpet. Something. We'll see. Yeah, today I'm just looking forward to just relaxing, man. I feel tired. Still had another late night last night watching bloody Star Trek. And fell asleep watching Star Trek. I really... And then I didn't wake up super early, about 9 o'clock, and then was pretty much working on this stuff. But in any case, if you do feel like joining us, drive. We are in... Actually, I need to clear something. We're already on a server, which is the... Which server are we in? Yeah, we're in the... Apex Nordschleifer Realistic Track Day. I'm already on track with a Lotus start. I'm gonna pretend like I own this bloody thing. And also I moved my pedals to the left a little bit. So now my throttle is pretty much straight in front of my leg. So my leg is creating a nice straight line to the throttle, and my brakes are kind of almost straight. So previously yesterday I had to move my legs pointed towards the right-hand side. But now there's a nice straight, almost like a right angle between, or a parallel between the line of the my leg and the rig itself. And I've also tilted it back a little bit, so it just, I don't know, it just feels good now. We'll see. Game volume medium. Alright, let's do this. Let's drive like we're actually on track. The force feedback feels really floppy in this again. $125%, I think. I can't see the back of this car. Whoa! Stick to the right. Which app is what? Oh, that's just... No, it's not. I haven't. It's a standard sort of Corsa thing. You just press plus or minus on the number pad. How you doing, Kirk? How you doing, man? Yeah, that's something I learned from... I think it was Randy Savage. I think. How you doing, Kirk? Keeping well? I know, right? I've been playing Assetto Corsa for like 2 years, and that was like TIL when I found out about that. The best. Drift cars and tracks. Okay, I'm not the best person to ask about drift cars, but race department is the place to go, really. There is another website called Assetto Mods, is it called? Assetto Mods? Is that the one? Called Assetto Mods. Yeah, that's I don't know. You might have to ask someone who's into... Cool, man. Good luck with that. How are you, Kirk? Just generally, how are you? Very understeery. That's good, man. Hey, where exactly do you live? Do you live in Mexico, like Mexico City, or you're in South? No, not Mexico. You're in, where? Which part of? Where are you from? Brazil, Brazil. That's right, Brazil, not Mexico. Brazil. Brazil? Oh my god, you guys have your president who... Is it true, man? I'm reading all this stuff about Mexico, the Mexican president saying all these things about Corona not being a serious threat and so on. Is that true, or is it just hype? Like he's telling people to go back to work. Oh, really? Shit. Apparently there's a court order to ignore the government's orders. Or something like that. Something like the court has intervened to say, you know, this is not... Yeah. Sounds serious. Well, look, don't listen to... But, oh, okay. This is a serious thing, man, so if you can, stay home. Especially for the sake of your... anyone elderly that you come into contact with and live with. I've actually put the little tiny white fan that's usually sits on my right here, fanning my face. That I've moved that to fan to cool down the amplifiers, which right now is blowing nice cool air. So I might actually buy a tiny little USB fan or some kind of fan to cool down that area. You know, the area that has all the... And then think about mounting the circuit boards, the amp circuit board and power supplies. So really nothing moves around. Hey Dan, when is your next race? $50 or 15? It wouldn't be 5-0. It'll be 1-5 because it's every hour, isn't it? Every half hour. Yeah, I contemplated iRacing, but my brain is just too tired right now to think about focusing at that level, at that capacity. $45 minutes? Oh, okay. So yeah, it's every hour. Wait, I thought the M8 races were not so far apart. Okay. $9:30, fair enough. Am I in voice chat? I don't think I'm in voice chat yet. Three, 1, 2, 1, 3, I. This car's a bit of a pocket rocket though, nice around corners. Nice, okay, no worries, man. How was your day? Did you get up to anything interesting? BD projects. Corona projects. Oh. What do you mean the hard way? You didn't damage anything, did you? Crap. Sorry to hear that, man. Well, at least now you know. Whoa, that sounded sick. Yeah, that is sucky, but as a student, do you get any extra allowance as a result of all the things that's going on? Do you get any OS study or whatever that thing is called? Can't go over 3. Yeah, right. That was close. Can't reduce the CAS latency number less than CL16. Oh no. Oh shit. CAS latency. Well, that really comes down to the quality of the chip. Again, the chips, even memory chips, even have silicon lottery. Oh, because the first one is it backdating the times that you should have gotten paid. How you doing, dude? Bonjour, my day is great. Been doing stuff. Been building stuff, upgrading my cockpit and making some slight modifications to the things. How about yourself? Drifting around that. Oh, hell yeah, man. That's good. Oh, good morning. Wow, that's expensive, dude. Yes. Well, it is what it is, man. You can't go backwards now. It served the purpose when you needed it, Dan. What are you having for? What are you having for? Can't talk. See, my brain is slow today. What are you having for breakfast? Cool. 3,600. Ow, 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 ow. I need a faster car, I reckon. Or a slower track. Ah. Motherboard advertising. Oh, fun fact. Not fun fact. I had one bit of a win today while I was fooling around tweaking my base shaker thingies. I discovered I discovered I have an 8-channel. Oh, SRS. How did you finish? What did you start and how did you finish? Face. Feels like the music is loud. CNCM. Yeah, I might do it. Sim racing system. I have done sim racing system before, but man, it was a pain. Like, I think the 4 races I did in a short period of time. I think it was like 3 days. The 4 races, 3 of them were just destroyed by shitty drivers. Just not just shitty drivers, but kind of just people who just wrecked the bloody experience. Just being trolled for no reason. 13th back marker, and then finish 5th. Wow, that's good effort. What car were you driving? Go. Oh yeah, so yeah, now I have an 8-channel sound card in this computer. The motherboard actually has an 8-channel sound card, 7.1, which is great news because now I can use the 8 tactile transducers to do stuff. I still don't know. Someone suggested that I use the other 2 mini pucks on the pedals. You do get idiots, but let's be honest, I've seen more idiots. Haha, you didn't see the race yesterday. Go. The Macca 650. Oh, that was my car of choice for easily a year, a good year. In fact, I'm trying to join in the McLaren MP4, but someone has taken that car. Go. Go. You know what? I ended up not reporting that guy because I figured, you know, crashed again, CNCM. Because I figured if I report him and he gets kicked out of iRacing, I feel like it could mean that he doesn't get to play iRacing, and that could kind of suck, I think. So I haven't gone through that process of reporting him. Now is, I mean, you know, it is what it is. He was an idiot. How is Melbourne? Melbourne is not as quiet. It is, some places is pretty busy, like certain shops, like the hardware shop was pretty busy. There's a place called JB Hi-Fi, and I saw a photo of people lining up. JB Hi-Fi is a place where you can buy electrical goods like, you know, computers, TVs, hi-fi systems, mobile phones, laptops, that kind of stuff, right? And that place, this one particular, it's a franchise, and this one particular shop was only letting in one person into the shop at a time. Can you imagine one person in the shop at a time? When that person has finished shopping, they leave, they let another person in. Just let that sink in for a moment. That's like some VIP treatment. Oh man, I mean, obviously, you don't want to be that guy who is browsing, because that would be bloody annoying. Man, these guys have a lot of great servers. Go. Right, so 10 o'clock drift. 10 o'clock. It's a very interesting. So yeah, that's happening. The shops are actually, but apparently there's a new level. I don't know what they're calling it, but there's some new limitations introduced tomorrow, 12 a.m. tonight, which will come into effect. Which is going to make it that you can only leave Glen Shell. What? Wowee. What the hell? How? I have not heard of Glen Shell. Glen Shell. Is it finished? Hey, Gustafa. How you doing, man? I should actually join my own Discord chat. So yeah, some new rules coming in tomorrow is if you leave the house with someone else other than someone that lives with you, you can only leave the house. You can only be with someone who you don't live one other person that you don't live with if you're going out. Glen Shell, but it's a lot to download. Let's see if I can search for it. And paste and search. Oh. Where is it from? Is it from Race Department? Glen Shell Race Department. No, I'll just do Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa. Hey, I'm getting bitten by a mosquito. Yeah, and also playgrounds. And also weed poker. Personal car transit. They don't ban car transit, so... I can't find it. Glen Shell. It must be spelt wrongly. I must be spelling it wrong. Yo, Dr. Bellix. What's good is cruising, man. Just cruising. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's what I think they're trying to stop people from just hanging out with a bunch of people that you don't live with, basically. One other person, if you're going to leave the house. Glen Shell, 2 words. Okay. How you doing, Dr. Bellix? Ah. Yeah, well, that's the way it's gonna be, man. It's not gonna be easy, this bloody Glen Shell. That's so close. Oh. Yeah, it's technically called a it's not a quarantine, it's a what do you call it? A isolation. Race. I had to Google it today. What's the difference between race depart? Ah, it's too hard. I'll do it later. Drive. Start. Lockdown. There are... shelter and order. Does that mean it's actually legal? Enforced? Does that mean it's legally enforced? Lights on. I love this car, man. Thanks. Ah, shit. Add one job. I thought it was the other way around. I thought quarantine was when you're actually when you're sick. You're quarantining yourself when you're positive. The thing about this car is you can really make it go sideways. It was on his Discord. Art of Grunt. Oh. Glen Shield. Ah. Ah. Oh, what the? Ugh, great. Yeah, the problem is, the worst thing for me is that, I have friends. I've got a couple of friends who actually work in. Yeah, it's like a 1.1 gigabyte. I've actually heard from friends of mine who are nurses and in other countries like Italy and UK and family friends. Man, the things they've said, man, it's like one of them said what happens is, like, someone who's really old lying on a bed who has a ventilator, and then this person who's lying there getting help breathing through a ventilator, all of a sudden a nurse is asked to, not even asked, they'll just take that ventilator off that person and then prepare it to be used on another person who's younger and more susceptible to, or has a higher chance of surviving, because they know this person has a very low chance because they're older than 70 or whatever. And then, like, they'll basically, they're suffering. They're suffering to death because they can't breathe because they can't breathe. No more ventilator. And when this kind of stuff happens, people they just, like, it's like instinctively start to become quivering a puddle of mess. Some of them crying out for their mothers, like crying out for their mums, like they're little, like they're babies, like dying alone. They can't hold anyone's hand to, like they're just crying and just Like, these people could have been, these, some of these are men, could have been hard asses before this. Like, they could have. So, but the thing is, what's the worst that can happen is not dying. That's what the case in point from these nurses, friends of ours, is saying. The worst thing is not that you can die from this thing. The worst thing is dying slowly and alone. Like, not being able to say goodbye, and just dying alone. No human, just no. There's no, like, as you're dying, there's no, like, you know. So yeah, it's not like normally if you're sick, you can call the doctor or call your family in and saying time to say your last goodbyes. There's no last goodbyes. You go into hospital. These people go into hospital hoping that they'll be better. They don't go into hospital thinking this is it, see you goodbye. They go into hospital thinking I'll be back. It's all good. I'm just whatever. But nah. And also the amount of dead bodies, man. I haven't seen this. This is what these friends of ours are saying. They're saying this is fucking serious shit, and they're saying, you guys forget about what your government says. Just look after yourselves. Yeah, exactly. Family members can't mourn properly, and it's there. And also, and because of the insane amount of shit going on in these hospitals, the quality, things aren't being done properly. So, like they're cutting corners because they have to work quickly. So, protocols aren't being followed to the T, and these are the kind of logistical process-oriented problems that hospitals rely on to maintain, like 100% cleanliness and all this kind of stuff. And it's fucking bad, man. It's pretty bad. So one of my friends was saying, what's the worst that can happen? I'm gonna die, but no, that's not even it, man. It's the way you die. But you may not die, but you might give it to 5 other people, one of which will die. Pass it on to some, and it's just numbers game. It's pretty bad. Yeah, and the worst thing is, people who will lose someone will be wishing they had done something about it 2 weeks ago, and it's going to be like that for a while. Can I go or what? What the hell? Correct, yeah. So what it does to your community. So in some hospitals, at least in the hospital that these guys work in, they work in 1 week shifts, or they won't work 5 days in a row. They'll take another 5 or 7 days off, just to give a bit of space so that if they have any symptoms, it will actually present itself. And they were saying one of the symptoms is the lack of smell. Alright, we're back in. So they're doing as much as they can, but a lot of corners are being cut apparently. Obviously no hospital is going to admit to that, but that's happening for real. I mean, I can imagine what it's like. Things are going crazy, and all of a sudden you're trying to do the right thing. Nah, but you can't think like that, Guccifer, because the thing is, starving is true, it happens, but I can't starve. Man, what the hell are you saying, dude? I can't starve. I can't die of starvation by hanging around with someone who is starving. Seriously, man, that talk is really stupid. Honestly, man. Yeah, sure, people are dying of heart attack, people are dying of obesity, people are dying of whatever, cancer. But I can't die of cancer if you... Exactly, I can't catch starving from you, I can't catch cancer from you, I can't catch... Yeah, the problem here is the infectious potential of this virus. I do agree with you. The numbers are undeniable. More people die of other things. I mean, more people die of alcohol-related deaths. whatever, right? But I can't die of those things just by hanging around someone like that. Yeah. But the problem is, it's the virality. The virality is the problem, and to downplay this virus is serious shit, man. It's serious. Like, it's not a joke. Like, just because there are other numbers that are higher doesn't minimize the danger of how dangerous this is. And the reality is, there are people in this country who think like that and spread that and act accordingly in a very complacent and dangerous way. Like, put it this way, people who think like that are actually going out and meeting up with people. You know, they're actually saying, this is, you know, there are more dangerous viruses out there, that people are dying right now, you know, 1,000 people are going to die from starvation right now. So let's all have a party. Come on, let's go. Forget about the government's lockdown rules. Let's all meet at my place. We're gonna have a fun time now. Come on, let's go. Like, that's the opposite of what you want, because you create just people who are gonna spread it, man. It's a numbers game. It's all a numbers game. That's all it is. Whoa. I don't know if you guys are interested in mathematics, but like, that kind of stuff interests me, and I was looking at the mathematical model of how, you know, where do we get these predictions from? These predictions come from scientists / mathematicians who create these mathematical models of spreading the infection and spread rate, and that's how they can predict, based on existing data, how they can predict what would happen. Well, I guess you're lucky if that's the case, because it's definitely not the case in Italy. Plus, you have to also... Yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is, I'm hearing accounts from... I'm hearing accounts from people who actually work in the hospitals. They're actually sort of like in the front lines, basically. They're seeing it, and they're just telling us, totally exhausted and delirious probably, and they're looking forward to their 5 days of break. But, you know, what kind of break can you have? Because they're saying, like, we're screwed. Like, we've never experienced this kind of stress before. And some of these people work in ICUs, like they actually work in this kind of trauma environment. But this is like one after another, and being, you know, given the go ahead to pull the plug on someone again and again. It's like crazy. Wow, this is sick. See if we can catch up with this guy. Very fast in the straights. Alright, the problem with this car and this stretch of road is the bumps that's about to happen. It really unsettles the car. right about. I think that was it. Here. No, I think we passed it. Lights off. Whoa, bouncy. Oh shit. I think the car is a bit damaged. No. Okay, we got a box. I know. It needs to... Yeah, I'm not much into politics, but in Australia we have a what's called a liberal government. They're more leaning towards businesses rather than like the working class. They're more so the kind of policies are learning the policies that this government are more leaning towards business owners like corporations. Rather than the working people, right? So, unfortunately, all the announcements and initiatives are leaning towards making sure businesses are looked after, but conservative, right? Yeah, so conservative, liberal, conservative, and so, but the problem is like the kind of quantitative easing. Or stimulus, or economic stimulus that they're introducing, are more leaning towards business owners, which sucks. Like the money for the stimulus really should be going to people, but a lot of it's going to businesses. But the businesses, a lot of businesses have started to let go of their people, let go of their employees. So what's the point of giving money? And also there's no demand. So what's the point of giving money to the businesses when there's no demand for... It's like the scraps, yeah. And my question is, why would you give it to the businesses if the businesses, first of all, have got rid of their staff and there's no demand? Yeah, but there's no. What's the point of keeping workers if they don't have any work to do? Like if customers if they're going into recession, like for instance, there's going to be the restaurants. There are certain businesses that are going to be quiet. It doesn't matter how much money you give to a company. Like for instance, travel industry, right? No one's going to be not many people are going to be traveling right now. So what is the point of giving handouts to a travel, any travel related, tourism related business? I mean, if there's no demand. Okay, I understand that you could hire a company like a flight, an airline could hire back its employees. and pay for their wages. But that's like, why waste the money? Why not give it straight to the people? Why give it to the company to... I say forget about giving it to the companies. Give it to the people first. Just give it to the people first. That's right, like... It's dumb though, because it doesn't make sense. These aren't state companies. These are private companies. I mean, not private. Some of them are private. Some of them are listed on the stock exchange. So they have shareholders. So does that mean, as the government's giving these companies, the government's buying a share of the company? Because the government's just giving money to these they're not state-owned companies. Right, but what if your employees... okay. What if your employees aren't working? Like, there's no demand. No. They don't have funds. It's... I don't trust many companies. Are you kidding? I don't trust many businesses that are private, that are... Yeah, so give it to the people. Okay, put it this way. Look, think of all the business... I'm not saying all companies. I'm only saying companies that are, for example, cinemas, movie theaters, right? Movie theaters are going to be shut. No one's going to go to a movie theater right now unless you've got a death wish, right? So basically, what is a movie theater company to do? When I say movie theater, I'm talking about a place where you go and sit and watch movies, buy popcorn, all that kind of stuff. So no one's going to go and watch a movie. So those businesses are going to have no money coming in at all. So the government's going to give, let's say a cinema business has to pay, let's say $1 million worth of wages a month. So that money can be, like that, it just doesn't make sense. It's like money is being filtered. Yeah, just shut the thing. Look, here's the thing. It's a freaking business. It's a company. Some companies, right? What they do is, this is what annoys me. Some companies are so smart. They make all this profit, and then they do things with the money that makes them negatively geared, which means they don't have to pay much tax. Or they'll buy back their shares from the shareholders so that they're cash rich. You know, they don't have to, so they're not relying on their shareholders. They own more of the stake in their company, so when they make profit, they keep a lot of the profit. They're all, put it this way, companies are, most of them run so and structure themselves in such a way that benefits them, right? They're not going to do it for the benefit. Yeah, I think it's dangerous. It's kind of counterintuitive. I realize some businesses do need to stay, to keep running, but I reckon just stop the middleman. The business is the middleman for the money reaching the, Joe Blow who works at his neighborhood cinema, who earns, $500 every week. Most of it goes to his rent. But now, there's no one's going to watch movies, so he doesn't have $500 coming in. So what happens? The government's paying the business and him. Wouldn't it be better for the government just to pay the person instead of the business? The business really should be looking after themselves. Yeah, don't worry. The whole thing about this rate of unemployment, that I feel like that's a bit of a statistical fallacy. Right now, of course, there's going to be a rate of unemployment. It's going to be inescapable. You can't just bolster up businesses for fear of unemployment rates going up. No, because if a business did the right thing, then they should be dynamic and enough to be alive, Obviously, I feel like here's the thing: if a company is having to shut its doors, then they weren't very smart in their business. Simple as that. These bailouts, it's almost like too big to fail. Like a business that can't afford, if a business has to shut down, then, well, one of my business coaches would say, as a business owner, you've got to diversify in such a way that when shit goes down, you still have something else that's actually supporting the business. Like, don't let all your revenue streams come from one place. And I mean, not everybody does that. Not all companies do that and could do that. They're forcing them to close. Yeah, they are forcing them to close. Anyway, the case in point is giving the money to the businesses to give to their employees is kind of, it's the middleman. The business is the middleman. Just give it to the people. And that's not a good excuse, though. That is a poor excuse to say they never foreseen such a thing. I mean, the whole point of being in business is that it's a risk. It's you go into business and there is always a risk for this kind of stuff happening. Nah, man. I think it's very bad to say that a business doesn't see this kind of stuff coming, because that's an example. To me, that's a bad businessman. Exactly. Like you don't go out onto the football field without expecting, whoa. Correct. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't risk manage, then it's I don't feel sorry for the businesses failing, because when the businesses do well, you don't see them giving money to the government. like that. Okay. Here's the thing. Scene chatting. Let me just say one thing about this whole... When businesses are doing bad, we expect governments to bail them out. But do the businesses that do extremely well, do they give it back to the government? Like, no, they don't. When businesses do extremely well, they restructure their companies so that they pay less tax. That's the reality, right? That's the thing. That's what happens, Drive. So when businesses do really well, they restructure so that they pay less money to the government. But when businesses do shit, they want money from the government, right? Far out. Yeah, it is. It's true. Who knows, like, what will happen at the end of all this? Like, what sort of businesses will never come back? That guy. But there's still demand, though, man. Just people, like, there's other businesses that are doing better. There are businesses that are doing better. I mean, there are a lot of jobs for cleaning. You know, that's just an example. Cleaning businesses have absolutely surged. Not all companies are suffering right now. That's something else that needs to be considered. I think if the business has first of all, if there's no demand in a bit, I mean, what are these people going to do? Guccifer, tell me something. What are all these employees that work for a travel agency, what are they going to do? Yo, Guccifer, you got to answer me this one question, right? Let's say, take for example, let's just say the Australia's biggest cinema group. It seems to be one of them is Hoyts, right? So, what are all these employees going to do? These employees that used to work in these movie theaters, working in the concession stands, and clearing out taking the tickets and all that kind of stuff. If the cinemas are going to be forced to be closed for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, what are these employees going to do? Even let's say they're getting a full compensation through the government, what are they going to do? There's no job for them to do. What are they going to do? Tell me that. Same with travel agents. Same with airline hostesses. pilots. You think of all the jobs, bars, all the companies that have been mandated to or forced to be banned by the government to be closed. What are all those employees going to do? They don't physically can't work in that job. Should they be paid through the company, which doesn't make sense? It's almost like the people. I'll let you answer. And then I'll tell you what I think should happen. They're still getting $1 for essentials. But they're not doing the job though. Like, let's say, for example, a manager, all right, a manager of a cinema, a general manager. Okay, a general manager of a cinema movie business, whatever they're called, a movie company. The general manager, and there could be like 10, 20 general managers, and each of these general managers are earning $100,000 per year. Now, this general manager has to sit at home and do nothing and earn $100,000 through the government for doing nothing. It's like, and also, that just doesn't make sense to me. Because part of that is also profit. I mean, how does that work? I understand that a movie theater has outgoings, like it needs to pay rent probably. It has loans that it needs to pay off. Obviously, it needs to pay those outgoings. But if the government pays the company, and then the company pays its outgoings, and obviously the wage as part of its outgoings, superannuation, all that kind of stuff, then it doesn't, I don't know if it forces the company to think about shrinking down, like to be smart about their outgoings. But I also agree with Dr. Bellix is saying, because many of these businesses have, you know, they have CPAs and financial consultants who will try and figure out how to make the most out of this. And there's a chance that people will rot the system. Well, first of all, on the topic of automation, there's only so many jobs you can automate. I feel like these movie cinema thingies, there are a lot of redundant jobs basically right now. Well, not now, but 2 months ago, I can tell you there were a lot of redundant jobs. A few of my own clients are employed. I mean, they have employees who just work there because of family. Just because there's family. It's like they just turn up for work. And it's kind of like you sort of wonder, why are these people here? Like they're only here because of they know someone that works here. They're related to someone that works here. I mean, one person could do 4 of these people's jobs. Politics and polishes. Holy shit. I don't, you know what? I've been thinking about it, but I really don't want to get in a suit. I feel like I should be dressing up in a suit and tie while driving a Porsche and with a briefcase. That'd be cool. Come on, these two Should get a room. It's there is in Australia. I think, I don't know if Dan, you might, if you follow the news, you might be able to confirm which company this is. But there was a company. I think it's, whoa. I think actually I can't remember which company it is, but they basically were getting cash rich, and they started to buy back their shares. Right, so you have a lot of cash lying around. You buy back your shares so that you keep more of the profits rather than dividing it with your shareholders. And some of those companies that did this have got their hand out now, saying, "Can you give us money, please, government?" And we're like, "What happened? All right." Well, what happened to all the money that you used to buy back your shares? They're like, we don't know. Just help us. We need your help now. That's the kind of shenanigans that goes on. Hey, I like the way the clouds are actually reflecting off that lake over there. I don't know if you noticed that. Alright, speed driving now. Hey, so much for a chill. Right. But, hey Dan, is your race in about half an hour? Daniel's doing a race in iRacing, the M8 series. You actually finished, did you finish 4th yesterday? 4th. Uh-oh. Too early to join? What do you mean? What time is it there, Christopher? Oh, no. I haven't downloaded it yet. Ah. 15 minutes ago. Do you have the track skirt? Skirt. Okay. Do you have that track skirt? SKRT. You have it? Alright, I'm gonna download it. It's gonna... Is there a server that has this track? Is there a server that has this track? Can you see? Maybe we could join it together. Crap. Oh, download the cars. Ah. Yeah, right. Okay, let me start the download. Now, mind you, when I start doing this download, it's going to slow the stream a little bit probably. Let's see. It'd be cool if I could throttle the download. Or I could put... Nah. Maybe to... It started. Wow. Yeah, it's... My stream's going to be skipping, no doubt. 5 minutes. All right, yeah, I'll do a what do you call it? Can you drive with traffic? I suppose not, because 800 and something kilometers. That sounded sick. Oh. Oh shit. Whoa, that was close. No, okay, that's cool. I'll just drive... Pick a car. Pick a car I should be cruising in that single player session. Well, actually, the way Content Manager does it is there's an option. I don't know how it does it, but there's an option where it will spawn cars near you. So it's not going to spawn cars. You know, once the car's gone past a certain distance, it kind of disappears. Which I think is a great idea. That makes sense, especially to save on. It works really nicely in LA Canyons, because LA Canyons, as you know, is a pretty long track. Yeah, I'm downloading another 2 more minutes. Where is everyone? Nice. All right, I'm going to leave the server. And get this install happening. Scene. Yeah. 30 seconds. No. I don't want to close that. Tea. Take a sip. $15 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Oh, come on. 1 0. Finally. Damn straight about that. Broadband. What's the internet like in your part of the world, Canada? All right, let's get this installed. I wonder if this can be installed as a mod. Downloads. Open in a new window. What is this thing? Glen Shell. Ah, so it has to be done, installed in the thing. I wonder if I can install this as a mod. Where's mod? Content? Mod? Mods. LA Canyons. Alright, let's try this. Wait. Oh, okay, it has to be in a content slash textures. And then the track. I might not do it like that actually. Right, it's installing the track. Or at least unzipping it. It's going to take... How long? 30 seconds. And which car should I drive, Skirt? Skr. Oh, cool. TJ Kruger's flying X-plane. Okay, let's see how this is going to... I wonder if this is going to work. I don't know if it knows that it's a... If it knows it's a track. Countries. It's an island? Scotland? No. I don't think it worked. Let's go back to the content and undo this. And I might actually... Tracks. Okay, that's how you do it. You got to put it under content and then tracks. Which track do you want me to... Which car do you want me to drive? Everything but this. Move into that. Content and then tracks. What do you mean you just did it now? Glen Shield. All right. I think we should be good to go now. Alright, let's see if this will work. Any BMW E30, okay. Okay, all. GL. I don't think I've installed it properly. Right, okay, obviously that way doesn't work, so I'm going to copy this, or cut it. And then go into Assetto Corsa, content, tracks, music next. Paste. There it is. Boom. Yeah, I'm doing that too. I'm doing exactly that. Yeah, that's done. All right, so let's drive in that BMW, you say. I feel like yeah, something tells me I've driven here, that BMW. Wait, why? I believe I can. My ear. Which car? That one. I'm guessing a practice, or yeah, just a practice, not a track day or anything fancy. Counting down the days now to Simicube. I know, sorry about that. That hit my ears hardcore. Whew, new ears. Start. With a side of Corona. All right. Let's go for a drive down the countryside. It's been a long time since I've driven this car. What the hell is that? Can you see that? Okay, it's a texture of the tree. I thought it was a fly or some kind of... It looks absolutely beautiful. I wish I could wind the window down. Oh, man. You know what? No. No, no, no. This is not the right car for this track. Leave AC. We need to do it in like a convertible. A convertible? Maybe I can't. If I don't find another decent one, could be maybe one of these guys. No, that's not a convertible. I'm thinking a Porsche Yeah. Lotus? Is that a convertible? No. Yeah, we'll just go straight to the Porsche. Music volume low. Where is it? Music volume low. This guy here. Okay. Take two. Oh yeah, like what? Drive. Huh. A track within a track. Would be cool if it had a GPS. Alright, this is better. Much better. Drive. Start. Is my thing not doing... Am I not saying the right words? Oh. That would make sense. I closed it. Hang on a second. Isn't there a sim that does that? Doesn't Forza do that? I can feel the bumps in the road. Oh, this is nice. Although there is a window up. What's good about it? Like, what is well done? That's a very different look. Like, I haven't... What the hell? Look at the size of this tree. I feel like playing that Sound of Music theme song. Lots of nice foliage. Humongous turds over there. Some giant turds. Oh, they're rocks, not turds. Twitch link? Twitch link? Oh, my Twitch link. My Twitch link is in the description of the YouTube video. I believe it is. Up the hill. Wow, there's no barriers there, so just be careful. Don't keep your eye. Oh, there's roads on that side as well. Nice. This bit of road reminds me of a stretch in a place called Tasmania. Oh! I know what's happened. Let me get the link. Doink. Boom. Done. I think I need to change my description for drive. Okay. Oh, look at these massive trees, man. Wow, these trees are like a canopy. Whoa. Oh, thanks for following, Jamichan. Wait. Jamie. Jamichan. Jamie. Thanks for the follow, man. Is there a snow version of this track? I feel like I've driven in a snowy version of this. Not this, but a snowy layout. Obviously, Jamie does. Whoa. The tree reflection of the river, the lake, looked a bit... Oh, look at this nice little dip. What the hell? You're probably wondering, where's that sound coming from? Is that a castle? Like an old... Hey, Firefox. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna check out this little castle. A house? It looks like more like a house than a castle. Or can I? Yes. This looks like a driveway, is it? There's no driveway. Hey, this is nice. That rock is onto, like, partly on the road. Excellent design. Civil engineering. Oh shit, that was close. What's cool is those mountains out in the distance are actually real mountains that you can drive, right? I want to become famous. No! I don't want to become famous. That means if I... Who wants to be famous? No. Oh, hello. I can't cook. Who cares? Yeah, I don't think I'll eat out. Who needs to yeah, we don't need you to cook. I'll eat out or eat in. What? Motel. Oh, perfect. A motel and a petrol station. Hang on, wasn't this called something else? Glen something or other? This... Oh, another side of the billboard. Central heating for tramps. Glencoe. So is this Glencoe? Because I've driven in Glencoe before. That's why this seems kind of familiar, especially that billboard. Up. Oh, this is nice. Alright, so it looks like now we're on the other side of the river, the lake. Yeah, there it is. Can we go up? Is there a track to go up to the mountains, up the hills there? Kilometers per hour. Whoa. Oh shit! Oh shit! Dead! Dead! Oh no! I'm hitting the brakes, but okay. Let's try that again. That was like 200 kilometers per hour. Oh shit, no. Oh, that's... Okay, I'm thinking this is the way I'm supposed to be going. This section here reminds me of Forza. You know, there's that the UK track. Doesn't it? And then the smokes, the particles mixing with the sunlight and shadows and stuff. So many little roads to get distracted by. This would be nice in a rally car. What's that? Is that a wall? That's a wall. Someone really wants to put the boundary into the water, just in case he had bright ideas. In VR, that hill looks massive. Kind of Far out. Uh-oh, no, not again. Ouch. Whoa! Ari needs you to realize that this is a work in progress. Please do not become a mopola. Go left. Where's left? I mean... Oh, listen to the... Can you hear the tires on the gravel? I don't think I've heard that before. Oh, that sounds kind of weird as it's speeding up. Do burnouts? Okay, I'll do burnouts. Do donuts near the billboard? Oh, okay. I'll do donuts near the billboard. Is this close enough? I'm feeling sick. Okay. So how do I get out of here? Oh, there. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Go left. Should I go left? Left or right? Left and then left and then left and then left. Ouch. Ahaha. This is bringing back memories, those boobies. Right. This way? Oh. Okay, I'll go up there. Ah, up the mountain. I gotcha. Whee. Thanks for the delay. Well, this really is a steep climb. look at that. Yeah, I feel like I've driven down here before. Or up here. Oh, ouch. Should have a nice view up the top. If I don't do a barrel out of there. I wonder if the trees will change, like the terrain and the type of trees as we go higher. So much understeer. No! Far out. Why is this? Why am I driving so shit? I was gonna say, why isn't this car stopping? Trying to dig the wheels into the side, the edge of the road. Wait a second. Let's just. What the hell? Look at how much. I don't know. I don't think I've driven through here before. Oh, sparks. Jeez. Yep, this is really steep. Imagine doing this, like making a track this big. How long would it have taken him? Oh, imagine having a party in there. Wow, that's a nice bit of corner there. And two more castles. Ah, whoa! Okay. Outback. Yeah, I've never been myself, but I can only imagine. Oh, that's the same model, isn't it? Similar, yeah, it's the same model. But I'd imagine it's the same as being out in the middle of a desert, like, say, the Mojave desert, probably. Why? How are you gonna miss it? Oh, it's a bumpy road. Damn. Yeah, it's a super bumpy road. Why? Oof. Yeah. Yeah, the edges, right? Where the water is. Thanks, Dan, for that image. Yeah, at least in the States, you have the middle of pretty much most of it's populated. Maybe they should open up a casino in the middle of the desert. Yeah, true. Man, that is bumpy. Whoa, downhill. Are we on the other side of this mountain? I think we are. Yeah, it's pretty generic, but now if you're gonna miss this race, what are you gonna do? You're gonna join the next one? Another hour. Oh shit. Ouch. I'm gonna attempt to make a set of monkey bars for my kids tomorrow. With wood lying around. There's actually some wood, some timber under the house. Oh man, if I drive like this in real life, I'll be walking back to the bottom. Cruising here. See if there's a server. Whoa, look at that, sick. Account CS:GO. No, not CS:GO. What do you play? Is it CS:GO? What are people playing these days? Hambo Vegas. How you doing, Hambo? This is... Oh, you're working from home, right? That's cool. But hang on, this is called Glen Sheil. Sheil. It's a Scottish mod. Track mod. It's apparently 800 kilometers of track. 800 kilometers. Let that sink in for a sec. Hey, how do they know you're working and not slacking off? Patching servers. A lot of, because there's a lot of waiting, I'm sure. It's probably a kind of job that you can do. But, I mean, you can get all your work done, right? Oh, no! Okay, I gotta calm the heck down, man. Calm down. But do you reckon this will go back to the way it was, where you had to go back to go into an office? Or could you continue working from home? Now that you're kind of proving that it is possible. Or is it too early to say? Whoa, no way. Oh, no way. That's sick. That's awesome, man. Because think about it, right? How much money would that save the business? Not have to pay for rent. Not have to pay for insurances and all that kind of stuff. Because, floor space. Kitchen, well. Yo, Buja, I'm great, man. This is Glen Shiel. It's a Scottish driving. I think it used to be called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it could be known as Glen Co. But I'm not sure. Do a search for Glen, Glen, and then space Sheil. I reckon if you can work from home, man, that's, even though you don't live too far from work, but still, it's the fact that you can just roll out of bed and into work, not have to worry about dressing up and all that other bullshit, like just so that you have to be presentable. And the fact, but it's going to be different. It's going to change the dynamics of workplace culture, like after work drinks or Friday work, I don't know, casual Fridays, all that kind of stuff. That team spirit. It's going to be not a thing. And okay, because you got to go home and stream. Thanks, Skirt. Oh, bumpy. Well, it's very, 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 very bumpy, this road. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's why those cones are there. Oh. I had to see, of course. When there's a sign that says, road closed, I kind of have to look. If they put the cones on the other side, I would have gone that side and kept on driving and would never have turned around to come through here. I've got the doors, the door open, and I can smell like our neighbors have these massive evergreen pine trees. Pine trees like this. So I'm driving through here smelling the pine in real life, and I'm driving through like a pine wood forest. It's crazy. It feels real. Oh, that's a real wall. Oh, great. Hello, plant. All I need is for someone to smack me on the head when I smash into that wall. Actually, that's not an invitation. Okay, which way? I reckon, right. Oh, well, what do we have here? Very funny. I've seen this before. Got a giant thirst? Yeah, carrot juice. And then sweat zone. It makes me laugh. Oh, look at this bit of road. Bumpy. Trying to think what. Yeah, I reckon I might drive to the end of this road, if there is an end, and then call it. Roll credits. No! Scene chatting. Drive. That was close. Premature roll credits. I have been here before, haven't I? That house looks familiar. No, this is different. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, nice. We can. How nice is this house? Oh man. What a beautiful place to have a house. Oh, that is so nice. Well, because of the view. Look at this view, man. Imagine coming out here and just chilling out. Work from home. Oh, why did you have to go there? Horror movie. It's not that bad. Hey man, if you want a horror movie, that can happen even in the city. Hello, Crazy Customs. How you doing? Hey, thanks for the follow. Crazy Customs following all the way from Mixer. Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. Oh, what's this? Oh my god, you serious? He's got a little town. Is he? Wow. I'm streaming on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. Oh man, you got the house over there, and then you come over here. It's like, yeah, and then you can live like this. Nice. Hey, these houses aren't too bad. Oh, it's a pits. By who? Like, if you're a Mixer, is it a Twitch rule or Mixer rule? I know if you're a Twitch affiliate, then you're not allowed to stream like multi-stream. Hey, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's only if you're an affiliate. Oh, this is like a bloody... This, you want a haunted town? Check this place out. Honda. What? What are you talking about? You got temp banned from Twitch as a... Are you a Twitch affiliate or a partner? Hang on, I want to go back there. He's even got footpaths. That must be a new rule then, because I have not heard of that. That's different. That's weird. Yeah. Man, that's not... That can't be... That must be a new thing, or you... Like, when you got banned, were you told why you were banned? And partners, yeah. Well, I'm not going to not multi-stream. Wait. How do you know this for sure? Did they actually send you an email, or yeah, did they tell you like specifically that what was the reason? Oh, look at this road. And they said you've been banned because you... What? What did they say? Oh no! Ooh, ow. Whoa! Yeah, right. That's new then. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of fascinating to look at the wheels turn and then brakes. I'll put it in reverse. Hey, how come that wheel is spinning one way? Why is that happening? I'll put it in... Why is that wheel spinning in neutral? Oh shit, look at my speed. 1,000 kilometers per hour. How is this happening? I'm slowing down. Oh, wowee. I wish I was going this fast though. Almost 2,000 kilometers per hour. And I just hit the brakes. Wow, okay. Let's get out of this. Oh, man. All right. That's it, I reckon. Roll credits. Crazy Customs multi-streaming. It's a new rule. I want to check this out. This new rule. Twitch. TWITCH multi-streaming. How long have you been streaming for though? Screw it. I'll see you next time, dude. Sorry, I missed your message. Catch you next time, man. Have a good day. Can streaming on multiple stream Twitch. Twitch multi-streaming. Let's see what they say. Can't really see any new updates about that. News? Twitch announces Twitch issues harsh new punishment to viewers who get banned. No, that's something else. Twitch. I can't see anything about multi-streaming. Any new news? Multi-streaming ban, maybe? I can't see anything about multi-streaming bans. Dual streaming punishable by an indefinite ban and termination. So that is Twitch partners sign exclusive agreements to monetize their channel, and dual streaming, that's something else. That's partners. Yeah, it's a strange one. Gifted streamer, that's 2019. I don't know. I can't see anything about it yet, but I've been doing this for, what, 2-3 months now? Affiliates all have the exclusivity clause that disallow dual streaming. Most partners do as well, unless they were able to negotiate the clause to be removed. Yeah, that's true. But that would be very tight. Like if they actually made non-affiliates, I mean, if they made it blanket, you're not allowed to multi-stream. That's pretty. I'll be like, see you later, Twitch. Because the whole reason I multi-stream, I used to be an affiliate, and I just said to myself, what am I being an affiliate for when it just doesn't make sense? They can't tell me I'm not making enough money from Twitch. In other words, Twitch isn't paying me enough to be exclusive to one channel, to one, yeah, simple as that. Anyway, let's get the raid happening to someone else. Who shall we raid? Dan, if you're still around, I hope you get to your race tonight. World War Z, Honda Rebel Boy. Grizzle. A good job? What's that? Oh, okay. No. Then we've got Race Driver 77 who's doing iRacing. That could be worth something, I think. Yeah, alright. Let's get this raid over to Race Driver 77. I will catch you all next time. It may not be tomorrow night, but it will be soon, in the next couple of days, I reckon. Right, have a fantastic day, afternoon, evening. Stay cool, and we'll see you. Stop streaming. Stop streaming.